Morning, everyone. Um, just got a little something I want to share with the young people today. I've been sharing a few bits. I haven't shared much lately, but I just wanted to kind of just talk about something for a couple minutes. I just got this thing on my heart today where I'm doing things with the young people. I'm working with young people in Essex, trying to tackle this gang issue, crime and violence in particular. And I've just been thinking about the psychology behind it all. And young people are labelled and considered to be violent, aggressive, but something that triggers me. I read an article about knife crime in London. That's now, they're saying, less likely to be gang members. They're still the most dangerous knife carriers, but they said something really key about fear and status. And I think the thing is, unless you understand the situation, you shouldn't really have a opinion on it. And as much as I respect people doing their thing, and I'm not trying to cause no enemies, but I gotta be seen to be saying the truth and saying what I feel. Not just from personal experience, but also from professional experience working with these kids day in, day out. So the other day I was in my car with a young person, 14-year-old, pulled out a big kitchen knife and said this is what he feels safe with. See, now, I had the opportunity to say, yo, you're just a waste, man. Why are you carrying that for? Oh, you're going to go jail. I could have talked about all the consequences, but the bottom line is I asked him, why are you carrying a knife like that? And the young person looked at me funny, like, why is this guy asking them questions that I should know? But the truth is, that's half the problem. We think we know, and then we make an assumption. And that's more damaging than anything else. So I asked him, why are you doing that? And you know what he said to me? Because I'm afraid. And that's the thing. You got to ask yourself a question. My wife's pregnant at the moment. You know what really hit me? I was talking to my wife yesterday. I was praying before I went to sleep, and the baby kicked my arm. My hand was on her belly, and I could feel the baby kicking. You know what I realized? That every young person we work with was like that. And that really touched me as a father. I thought, you know what? In the work I'm doing, challenge me, so I'm just trying to challenge you. I've got to really step up my game and see these children as they are. They're still young kids at the end of the day doing big people things. Knife crime has been around for years. You look at the Victorian times, people getting stabbed, raped, murdered, dragged in alleyways. It's been going on for years. It just so happens that now this society, young kids are doing it. Why is it any different? Why are we then putting them in a box and treating them like animals? The fact of the matter is, yeah, they're committing crimes, but without education, without another opportunity, without a professional or a person stepping in, like that woman today on the news, she stepped in. I think that's bravery and that's admirable. But we're too comfortable sitting down, writing articles or making news reports, or I'm challenged even doing training sessions and awareness sessions, and yet the real work is with the young people. Education, teaching, prevention. How can we challenge that fear? Fear is a psychological thing. Everyone around you's carrying a knife. You're going to carry a knife, period. And that's fact. And uneducated people have no idea. Gangs isn't something, or let me rephrase that term. Crime and violence and knife crime and a thing we label as gangs, it isn't a specialist thing where you can go to college and learn about it. It's not something you can go into a university and get a degree in. You can be educated to your eyeballs, but you need relationship and personal experience. Not always personal experience, but you need experience and compassion. You need to understand what these kids are going through. And so from a specialist worker, if you like, in my field, I'm bold enough and I risk being offensive to say, actually, I know what I'm talking about. And there's many other people I've met that know what they're talking about. It's time people start listening, because these young kids ain't going to listen to you guys. You're pushing them. In the world of CSE and crime and that, there's push and there's pull factors. And unfortunately, with all of what we're doing as, generally speaking, reporters and articles and uneducated people's opinions, you're pushing the kids straight back into a stereotype, when actually we've got to be pulling them out. I'm not going to rant too much, but that's just my message for today. I hope it reached somebody. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, I apologise, but I'm not apologising for what I'm saying. It's just a matter of the heart, man. I'm just sharing. Get in touch if you want to know more. If you don't agree with me, I'm happy to listen to your comments. And if you do agree with me, then respect and keep doing what you're doing, guys. But the only time we're going to change this thing is if we listen to each other and work together. And it is a thing where people need to start listening to the likes of myself and other people out there that are doing this work full time. And mad love and respect to the children out there. I know they're going through a hard time. And listen, for the young people, it's hard out here, man. But trust me, with the right support, you can come out of it. There's no reason that you have to stick in that situation that you're in, man. All the best. God bless.